Next up, we have with Pasco County updates is Commissioner Ron Oakley. We affectionately call him Uncle Ronnie. If you don't know, his nephew is, and Representative Maggard's nephew is our city attorney. So pretty soon, I think it'll be Representative Uncle Randy. No offense, but we got to share the love with both of you. What's that? Okay, all right. Commissioner Oakley is a District 1 commissioner for Pasco County. He's a Pasco County native, born and raised in Dade City. Commissioner Oakley graduated from Pasco High School, and after graduation, he attended Carson Newman College in Jefferson City, Tennessee. He majored in accounting and earned his bachelor's degree. Commissioner Oakley was elected to the Board of County Commissioners in November of 2016. Commissioner Oakley was appointed to the governing board of the Southwest Florida Water Management District, also known as SwiftMud, by Governor Charlie Crist. And during his 4 years on the on the board, he held the positions of treasurer, vice chairman, and chairman. Commissioner Oakley has been very actively involved with our local community, particularly with annual benefit concerts by famed country music star John Anderson. Mr. Anderson's concerts provide much needed funds for several charities and organizations in East Pasco, such as Kiwanis, Florida Hospital Zephyrhills Heart Institute, Restored Hope, the Thomas Promise, Sunrise Spouse Abuse Center, and the Boys and Girls Club of Lacucci, which Commissioner Oakley is the current chairman. Welcome, Commissioner Oakley.
I think you added too much by that Uncle Ronnie part. But I'm very privileged to serve the citizens of Pasco County as their county commissioner in District 1. I think I got the best job you could ever ask for. And in fact, I think that I was trained in my own business over 51 years to actually do this job. So I've had my hand in a lot of different businesses and all, and I know how it happens. I know what we don't want to see when we go to get a permit and what we do want to see, and a happy face, and here's how you get through the process. So we try to streamline things and make things better for everyone. So we're here today for the economic development in Zephyrhills area. Goodness gracious, you couldn't ask for a busier county and a busier East Pasco County that helps the economy here in Zephyrhills. The one thing that really comes to mind is for over 100 years, Zephyrhills has had their own fire department. Started out as volunteers and then developed on into the city's fire department. That has just been taken over by Pasco County. Just another step in its history, just a continuance of better and better service that the city of Zephyrhills provides and the county provides for the city. I'm very happy that that has happened. It took a year and a half for that to happen. The worst part of my job is saying yes to a project and knowing it's the right thing to do, and it takes a year and a half to get it there. I mean, and you think about that, and Randy talked about his road project. I'm waiting on that because we need a lot of roads in my district. And my district actually is basically half of the county. It goes from Crystal Springs to Trilby to Spring Hill, back across through to the edge of Wesley Chapel and back to Zephyrhills. But it covers in mass half of the county in land mass. There's a lot of dirt roads in my part of the county. But we have so much, we got the fire that is transition. Thank goodness for the city staff and Pasco County staff transitioning that fire department right on through to now, and they're in service. They have everything they need. They got more personnel. It all worked out great, and it's for the betterment of all of our citizens here in Zephyrhills and in Pasco. So all those things grow, and working together is a big key to what we do. But what's happening around Zephyrhills? What's happening with 54 coming in the widening? In 21, 22, probably a year, maybe a little less, that's going to be completed. The intersection at Island Boulevard and Marsh Bridge Road and 54 and 21 is going to be completed. 8th Avenue, I started working on when I became a commissioner 4 years ago. I'm in my last month of my first term. I worked at getting that done. In 2 weeks, on October 30th, 8th Avenue will be paved. Jerome Road is part of that Betmar area too. By the end of December, it will be paved. And it took 3 or 4 years to get that there. It's a lot of time in getting that, a lot of sweat and getting people working together and get things done. So even though you say you want something, the time element is really the issue. So, but you got that growth. You've got overpass, a new interchange within 21, 22, possibly been done. A diversion diamond at 56 and 75, all the issues you have there in 21 being done. Can you imagine all these projects are coming to fruition? 56 is done. Now 54 is going to get done. The interchange and then diversion diamond being done and overpass road being done. And then the realignment of 52, which will take, and you think it's just a short period of time, and that's been a project on plan for a while. It starts construction in 21 and finishes in 24. That's 3 years of construction of that road. And a lot of people don't realize that road's going to be concrete. DOT has to do a certain percentage of the roads in the state of Florida in concrete. That road from Interstate 75 back in through Dade City and eventually across 301 Clinton Avenue and back with a new road back across to 98 and then the widening of 98 in the future. So you think about all this, where'd all these roads lead to? They're coming this way. And then you got 50, as Senator Simpson said, 50 is being 4-lane to our north. But you connect all these roads and look at the transportation value you have in the roads and moving people and products across our county. And with manufacturing and being able to move out from this area to other parts and come into this area, very important. You're talking about a stimulus, that word about you build and they'll come, they're coming. We've built and they are coming. Connected city, all those homes being built there. Murata, which is right up next to 52, all the homes being built in there. People are coming. People are coming from the north, from other areas into this area. Now, it's good that we got homes for people, but we also have to have jobs. Right now, we've got the first manufacturer starting in the Coochie area to our north. Since Cummers shut down when I was, just hate to tell my age, but it'd be 61 years ago, they shut down. I was 14. 61 years they've been shut down. We got a new manufacturer starting there now with money provided, thanks to the help of Randy and also Senator Simpson. Money's going there to do Cummer Road and Bower Road and the improvements we need for that manufacturing. There'll be more manufacturing going there. Then there'll be workhouse housing coming up in that area. So you got jobs for people to work. You got to have houses for them to live in. So you've got that started, overpass connection, and just to south there we have the old spray field for the county utilities. We're not using that anymore. We made it a commercial park. And we've got people from Atlanta, the Rourke family from Atlanta, do development to develop that into a commercial park. And they've got, I think they found the first user of one of the warehouses there, which gets you a business there, warehousing with jobs and an overchange. So things are going to move. So you got manufacturing in the Coochie, you're going to have manufacturing at Overpass Road just south. And now we've got two big warehouses amounting to about 900,000 plus square foot of warehousing at 52 and 75, and they're coming. Most people hadn't heard about them, but they're coming. I've been told by the developer they're coming. They're going to provide 600 to 800 jobs. They need the housing. Are we going to have housing? Look behind Publix. You got 500 homes being built right behind Publix here. You got another 200 or so out here around Simon's Road. You got some other developments just past that. You got Murata, you got Watergrass, all these homes. You've got everything that's going to make this economy boom. And the ready sites around the airport, very exciting because they're going to come. Having that airport is a plus. A lot of communities don't have that, so. But all the growth coming, things are just going to continue booming. So I'm very privileged to be in Pasco County and working for my citizens in Pasco. I am very privileged to, I absolutely enjoy my work. Going to work's not like going to work for me. I actually have fun because I'm helping somebody and work hard to help somebody. But we've got a lot to be thankful for here in Zephyrhills with all that's happening. The light that we're talking about, they've got approval, the permit, we're going to start seeing some turn lanes and all start be moving probably here in November, December. That'll start, some of that project will start. The holdup is going to be, you know, these big structures that hold the lights for the signal lights. They have to be designed for the location. And once that design goes, that's wind barrier and the break, the construction of that. Once that design's in, it takes about 16 weeks to build that light structure. So that won't be finished, cut through and all won't be finished until probably you'll be looking at it opening up around February. That's still that time that I'm talking about. It just takes time to get progress done the right way, but there's nothing wrong with good planning to be prepared for that's coming. Could you imagine? Think about all the road projects, and if they get done, what a change that'll be to our county and the way we move traffic. We had just a few lights get put in last year, year before, and the difference it made in the movement of traffic in our area. So we have so much to be thankful for here in Pasco County and Zephyrhills. But great community, great. I work very close to the city council here, and I guess when the census comes out, we'll know if we're claiming already that this is the largest city in the county. So hopefully that stands forth with the new numbers. Todd can tell you. But I can tell you, Newport Richey doesn't want to give that up. So they're also building also. But all the growth you have with the housing and all you've got here, the roadways that are coming in here, it's just amazing what's going to happen in our area. And it's a change. But think about 3 or 4 years down the road, how these things come about. So it's great things to look forward to, and just, did I see a hook? I didn't know if y'all saw a hook or not, but she's got a hook on there back there. Oh, you have a question? Okay.
We have a question online.
All right.
It says, how do the private landowners help you clear the fog for the governmental decision makers so that they can see crystal clear the readiness, desire, and means to see the economic prosperity of Zephyrhills? That's a complicated question.
I think I've already answered that.
It's a complicated question. Is there anything that private landowners can do to show.
Well, I'll give you an example, and it'll be a small example. On 56, before I got elected, I could see that it was already approved and the money set aside to build a 2-lane road. The private landowners on that 56 got together with the county and actually signed off on some bonds and monies to prepare that to be a 4-lane road rather than 2. Can you imagine that being built as just 2 lanes? You'd have another 54 of what we're changing now on 54 coming in. That would be 2 lanes and it would be just crowded. The drive through there now is, I mean, people are using it, but it's a very nice road and it's 4 lanes. So private landowners helped in providing those extra 2 lanes, and they get credits to get their money back as they sell and build homes out in that area.
Thank you for bringing that up.
So,
That was a big deal here a few years ago.
yeah,
And it was a really unique thing to see, private government, everybody working together for the same cause.
Yeah.
And had one of them dropped out of the fight, it would not have happened. So,
that's right. But you got to be thankful. We've got good citizens in Pasco County, and a lot of those have been here a long time. And working together has been something in Pasco County of recent years I know we're able to do. And I know my office is open for anyone or anything about improving the area. Roadways is going to change. You heard Randy talk about a lot of roads need to be changed. It's right. We're actually going to come out with a new PVAS system here shortly. And it's where that when eventually everybody will be paying toward roads. And when you do a PVAS and that road gets improved, the next time it needs improvement, say 10 years down the road, you won't have to pay anything. It'll just be taken care of out of this fund that we raise money in. So in years past, when West Pasco was being built, the thought over here is we didn't want to all pay money into roadways to pay for their roads to be fixed. Well, now it's getting where we're talking as one, because all our roads are going to get fixed, and then eventually we'll have it where it's just taken care of on a normal basis because the funds will be raised. Yep.
I'd first like to thank you for your stewardship of the transition of the city fire department to the county. I feel like that went very well for us, and we are improving the life of and responsiveness for our citizens. What I wanted to ask you about is often part of my friends and neighbors and people who elected me, they ask about preserving our small town charm and values and things like that. And I'm sure you get a similar question. I explained that the growth is coming whether we like it or not. If we don't plan for it, then we won't have any control how it impacts our community.
Right.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, there's in most of our new fire trucks that we come out with, you'll see on the side of the truck, they pull up to a certain area. They'll come up to that area, and on the side of it, it's serving the city of Zephyrhills. It'll say that on the side of the truck. And just like in other countries, like serving Trinity or serving the Tri-County area, which is up around Trilby, Lacucci, and Trilacoochee, that area. It says that on those trucks. So we identify that. We, news stations, this station here at the City Hall was number 1. Now it's number 25. And then the news station here at Daltrey is listed as number 29, and it is designated that way. It's a new number. We haven't used 29. We've never had a station that was number 29. Can you imagine the service you get from being in Zephyrhills, and our trucks don't have to come from the west side of Zephyrhills through Zephyrhills to get to our county customers over there? Now they just come out of here and go to them. Crystal Springs area, 95% of the calls for the Crystal Springs area for their fire service and emergency 95% of that's happening up towards Zephyrhills, toward Chancey. And that station's gonna be moved. It's gonna be moved up on Chauncey Road. So right across from the recreation ballpark and all. But we tie the stations into the communities in the county and they reach out. Some of the stations even do like, this is breast cancer month right now. And they recognize and wear shirts, make shirts and sell those to donate monies back to that, in that community. That fire station does that on their own, so. But, and the firemen are very special. They are very special. We've had some, and service one gentleman that fell out of a wheelchair trying to mow in his yard or whatever, had this accident. They went go and pick him up, carry him to the hospital, get him taken care of. They come back that afternoon and mow his yard. That's what firefighters do. I mean, they're a part of that community and they do a great job in it. So, but, and you heard, I think you heard that Billy say that we just gone into a contract with 54 on the east side to make that better and turn lanes and signalization all the way out to 23rd. Very much an improvement with a sidewalk and a path also on the side of that road. Yeah. So it's going to be better. We wish it had been a 4-lane, but it was too expensive to move the huge power lines that are right along there by the school. So we're going to get the next best thing. Going to improve turn lanes and 2 or 3 intersections are going to be improved with turning lanes and all. So, and the rest will be white. So it'll be good.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
And I do want to say that you're not giving them service when you say, I'm there for you, because I know that anytime people call, you're there to help them. We appreciate that. That doesn't happen often.
Yeah. Well, it happens in my office. So with that, any other questions or? Okay, thank you.